It's such a great day outside, and we're about to smoke. We're about to get a good little sesh in, a good little yap going on. So make sure you have your water. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Most importantly, make sure you got that. I like to come out here by the tree and have a nice little sesh, especially when I'm feeling down, because sometimes all you need is a little fresh air and some fresh air just to bring you that clarity that you're searching for. So when I was out here yesterday and I was kind of feeling down about, the path that my career is taking and like kind of thinking about shifting gears and trying something different, just had one more time to go out. And I sat with the tree, I cried with the tree, and ended up coming up to the conclusion that as long as I surrender my worries and my stress to the universe, everything's gonna be fine. The latest thing I've been working on in therapy is reframing my mindset, reframing my negative mindset. My thinking has a pattern of like going to the extreme. My therapist pointed that out to me, by the way. Shout out to my therapist. She gave me that tool of focusing on reframing some negative thoughts that come up when they come up. So that's what I've been doing. I've compiled a list of all like the common thoughts that I have that kind of focus more on the lack mindset, and I reframed it to focus more on what it is that I desire. For an example, a common thought I would have when it would come to my relationships with people is like, I would be like, oh, this is why I like to keep to myself, because I never meet anybody who's considerate, I never meet anybody who does this, right? And so with that way of thinking, it's like, well, if you're saying that you never meet people who meet up to the expectations and meet up to the, standards that you have for your personal relationships, then that's what you're going to keep attracting. Because you keep saying, I never get this, I never have this, and that's the lack that you're focusing on. Instead, I would say I really appreciate people who show thoughtfulness and compassion to I have my phone propped up on a tree and the tree is like facing away from my neighborhood. I'm not going to show my neighborhood, but as you can see, I am facing the fence, right? This person is pulled into a parking spot, and it dead ass looks like I'm just talking to the tree, which I do that, but like, I'm just going to grab my phone and hit one of these real quick. Yeah, girl. Okay, and then I ended the affirmation with, it makes me feel valued and loved when people go out of the way to show kindness to me or make time for me or do things for me without me having to ask. So by saying that, you're focusing on the actions that you value, the actions that you desire, and the feeling that you want to feel, right? Because when I'm in relationships, whether it be business, casual, romantic, platonic, whatever the fuck, I now can reaffirm every single day instead of saying, man, everybody I meet is this, everybody I meet is that. No. Now I'm aligning my mindset with what I want to attract in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, I really, really love when people can pour into me so I can pour back into them. You know what the universe hears? Ooh, she loves to be valued. She loves to be heard. You heard her. Send some more of that. Send some more of that. You know what I'm saying? The universe only hears what you say. The universe only picks up on the energy that you're focusing on. What is it? The energy flows where your attention goes or whatever. Growing up with that sense of lack and not understanding that, hey, good things can happen to you. It takes work. You gotta really practice this thing. It's a skill that you gotta build up. Like, every time the feeling comes up, or if something happens and it triggers that feeling where you're like, wow, I feel like things aren't going my way, I feel like this, that, the third, you just have to stop and reframe it and say, oh, I value when things go my way. I value when blah, 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 blah. I'm not the best with words, especially especially as in a session, but you get what I'm saying, right? Where I've been applying that in my life mainly is in my anxiety around friendships and my anxiety around my career. Yesterday, I was in tears, boo-hoo, 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 because I'm like, I don't know what I want to do anymore. I feel like, you know, and like my mind was just really focusing on it. Like, I don't want to say what I was thinking out loud because I just don't want to put that out there. But, and especially since I already cried it out, let it out yesterday. So now I'm just back out here to say, you have to show gratitude for things in your life every single day. You have to show gratitude for all the small things, because if you don't show no gratitude for nothing, how can you be 100% sure that when you get the things that you think that you want and the things that you think that you desire, how do you know for sure they're not going to be grateful for it? You know what I'm saying? It's the small things. Like being able to just walk outside is a blessing. Yesterday I was crying because I've been stuck in the house for 5 days and I couldn't really go anywhere, and I was upset because I was just like, I just want to get out the house. I want my freedom. I want my freedom to go wherever I want to go. I want my freedom to do whatever I want to do. I want my freedom to take risks and explore life. Like, what risks can you take when you're kind of bound to your neighborhood? It wasn't that I wasn't able to leave. It was just that it was a little dramatic. I wouldn't be me if I wasn't just a little dramatic about it. Just a little. Like, it's so silly to me now because I think back to like our ancestors who didn't have the time and didn't have the option to rest. And here I have the opportunity to actually rest in my house for 5 days, no work, no expectations to do anything. All I had to do was just flow and stay at home and just rest. And if I wanted to go somewhere, I could go somewhere after 6 o'clock when the car was available. Being able to sit and rest is a blessing within itself. And we live in a time where we can do that. I have the opportunity to rest for 5 days in a row. I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about food. I don't have to worry about water. I don't have to worry about entertainment. I have books. I have my phone. I have a laptop. I have a TV. I have a PlayStation. I have a coloring book. I have instruments. I have roller skates. Like, I have ample ways to entertain myself. The possibilities are endless, and I'm just grateful to be able to experience that. Even if I'm not experiencing the reality that I desire, the reality that I'm manifesting, all I need to do is sit back and be like, listen, the universe is not working against me. Everything is working the way it's meant to work. Everything is flowing the way it's going to flow. So all I have to do is flow. I ended up going out, coming back home, and it was a nice ending to a bad day. So that's all I gotta say. I feel good. I'm gonna chill out here by the tree and have some nice quiet time, some meditation in the fresh air. Yeah, as long as your mind is open and your energy is flowing, you could never lack, okay? As long as you're breathing, you're alive. So you never lack. Yeah, that's what I'm ending this off at. Bye.